Things were looking tricky at the Gander Detective Agency. I had the murder of a friend to investigate. His daughter, her sadness on my hands. I also had to work out how to make a killing myself, in the coffee manufacture field. I had no clue how to do either. My name is Detective Yorkie, and I'm just hoping I can wake up and smell the coffee. This is Coffee Noir. Let's get back to it. As you learn new part of the story, gain new clues and information on your investigation.
Now I need to set the new clues and data on the board.
Here you can collect and analyze all clues and information about the investigation. Try to familiarize with each gathered clue and its description. The collected information will help you rebuild the course of the events and discover the whole story. Every time you get new clues or information as part of your actions, it will flash on the right side. Let's take all. Click on the clues to see the detail. Overdue letters. I noticed a pile of letters sticking out from Claribel's purse. A lot to catch up, I joked, and Claribel explained that she had to move out of her father's mansion and now lives with her beloved. So she'd pick up mail only once a week. Well, the heart wants what it wants, and our parents, well, they don't always support our choices, she said. No. Key observations always contain a few marked details. It's worth analysing them. Alright. Some of the clues can be combined with others. By associating facts, you can obtain new clues and thoughts regarding the investigation. New people you learn about appear in this tray. Click on them to move them to the board. There we are. The exclamation mark next to the photo indicates the use of unread information. New information may also appear for previously discovered characters as the investigation progresses. Click on the Polaroid. Clicking on the photo of a given character will display its description and all information related to him or her so far. To organize the information collected so far in a graph and see all the connections, click on Take All. Analyze events and information and how they relate to each other. To complete the investigation, you must discover the entire graph. Check out the current task on the to-do list. As contact has been made with a new customer, new tasks are available. Start a brand new production, Espresso Standard. Click here to open the sales section. Since new contract has now been signed, the product is sold after the price has been set up. Pay attention to the condition of the coffee in stock. Always make sure you have a stock of coffee for the next delivery, or keep producing just in time. By delivering a full order, you will immediately receive this amount in your account. It's your revenue. The real profit for this batch is made after deducting the previously incurred production costs. You have enough products in stock. You can send this order now. Joseph Van Haven was a new customer, interested in our offer. To meet him, you must make some preparations. Each customer reports a demand for a specific brand of coffee with a certain level of quality. To be able to attend a meeting, you must start producing coffee the customer wants to buy. To meet with the client, additional conditions must be met as listed above. 16 units minimum. Arrange meeting. Find information about client 1 and find information about client 2. Click here to open production. This section sets the volume of coffee for a given week. The console allows you to accurately determine the number of packages ready for sale. It allows you to control costs for each quantity, starting modernizations and display the quantity of goods in the warehouse. The important thing is to make sure the quantity of product in the warehouse or its ongoing production is enough to cover current sales. A new client is interested in Espresso Standard coffee. Click here to start. Espresso Standard has been created on the basis of Arabica and Robusta, therefore has a distinctive characteristic taste, rich aroma. Everything thanks to a traditional roasting method, dedicated to those who appreciate the balanced aroma, flavour and strength of coffee. Set your production to 16 units. Pay attention to whether you have enough. Yes, we have. We'll go to your warehouse next week. Alright, we don't need to produce anymore. Yes, we do. We need 12 more. I'm sorry. Total value will be deducted from your cash amount in the end of the current week. Pay attention to the average cost. By producing more, it is lower in the long run, and it pays off to produce more and sell your stocks. Current production volume will go to the warehouse in the coming week if your employees take care of everything. Click here to open management. In this section you manage the work of your employees by assigning them tasks and the time they are to spend on them. The main thing is not to neglect tasks that are particularly important for our company, but be careful with forcing your employees to work overtime. Nobody likes crunch time. On the left side of the column with portraits of employees. If you don't have employees, you can hire them in the HR department. Assignment to tasks is done and as I was reviewing it, my attention was drawn to one photo adorned with flowers and hearts, Mr. Gabriel and me. Little Clarabelle and a young man were in it. I asked her for some explanation and learned that he has been her drawing teacher and first love. Mr. Gabriel, that's a bit sleazy, was very talented, and we all thought that he would succeed as an artist, but I've never heard of him again, she said. I don't think that connects, actually. Empty space. In Kersey's home, I noticed a blank space where a painting has been used. Where a painting used to be. Clarabelle told me that it disappeared from the wall after her mother's death. Remember that Richard packed it in a grey paper and went to Uncle Joseph. It's a weird coincidence. When I wanted to ask more, Clarabelle got a phone call, answered by the major domo, after which he quickly left, and we did not have an occasion to continue this topic. Alright, so those are the clues. Characters. Arthur. I've never accepted the death of Catherine Kersey. When I fell asleep, I saw how she falls deadly wounded with semi-automatic Glock bullets, caliber 9mm. When I wake up, I feel the warmth of her quickly thickening blood on my hands. I don't remember dreams. I was hoping that these thoughts would get lost in the wind somewhere on the San Francisco Bay. And I will follow unfaithful husbands and forget what love is, but the past has not gone away. It hit me with all strength when Richard went missing and later when Henry Kersey called. I took up the case of Richard's disappearance because I hope that thanks to this, I will be able to resolve the case of Catherine's death. Perhaps kidnappers have left some trace that will lead me. Clues connected. Catherine's murder. I'll probably never shake off the past, how could I? I lost the love of my life, Catherine, because of Richard. 10 years ago, Richard was someone's debtor. He was blackmailed, threatened. A letter with a final ultimatum and demands about their wealth got to Catherine's hands. But Richard was absent. It was impossible to contact him. Catherine got scared, so she decided to take matters into her own hand by paying off Richard's debt with cash. She took the money and asked me for help. I worked on a certain case in London and organised an ambush in Hurry. Unfortunately, everything ended tragically. I broke down, left for the States to be as far away as possible from all that. When I got a call from Henry about Richard, I felt that I can't miss the opportunity, even if it means opening up with all these old wounds. Investigation help request. Richard's older brother, Henry Kersey, knew how to talk to me. Find Richard and Catherine's case. Stop living in the past. That was enough for me to return to Neo London. Just to be sure, Henry added a pleading speech, money, and prepared the cover of a new trader at the coffee market. Catherine and Arthur romance. Mornings by the Thames are still as misty as William Thornley's painting. I like to take walks along the river, especially near Tower, where I sometimes met an attractive blonde in a green coat, as lost in thoughts as me. Back then we didn't know that we belonged to each other, that love will spark within us and burn us as fast as short bombards fuse us of this nostalgic stronghold of Wilhelm the Conqueror. And Catherine's husband, Richard, I thought he'd just be our cannon fodder. We all have dirty pasts. Richard Kersey. Richard's ambition cannot be denied. I think this episode is going to be catch up on clues. He never admitted to that, but he always wanted to be considered the most outstanding representative of the Kersey family. He had big competition in the form of the great-great-grandfather, Gillard, and his father, Lionel. So he decided to defeat them with extraordinary means by multiplying the family's fortune and building up its position. Unfortunately, those extraordinary means were usually illegal. To this day, it's not known what and with whom Richard contrived, but it is clear that it led to his kidnapping. It's a shame that these actions affected the close family, his wife Catherine and his daughter Clarabelle. Clues connected with the character. Empty space on the wall. In Kersey's home, I noticed a blank space where a painting used to be. Clarabelle's childhood and Catherine's murder. Investigation help request. Richard's disappearance. Let's arm through some of these. That we've seen. Clarabelle gave me a contact details of Josie Van Halen, a long-standing friend of Richard, who took care of her after Catherine's death. Clarabelle told me that as a child she spent a lot of time at Van Haven's, who treated her their own child. However, Josie's wife Amanda often entrusted the girl to a governess by the name of Matilda Fink, who may know and remember some important events from the past. We've seen that one. Richard's older brother Henry Kersey knew how to talk to me, yes. Richard Kersey was not a good person. He cheated on Catherine's multiple times, that being the reason of her depression. He got into some crooked business that we, the police, were also interested in him a bit. A bit, because his father's connections and money closed all doors and mouths. Richard already had many enemies back then, when we were having rendezvous with Catherine, so it's not surprising that they finally got to him. It did not surprise me at all that Richard has disappeared. I was more surprised that it only happened recently. After meeting Richard and Catherine's daughter, Clarabelle Kersey, I decided to follow the lead suggested. The perpetrator of Richard's disappearance could belong to a group of entrepreneurs he cooperated with. And there's the romance. I don't remember Clarabelle's birth, Richard and Catherine Kersey's daughter. When I met Catherine Kersey, Clarabelle already attended school. She inherited a lot from her mother. Beautiful eyes, love for art, and a sense of humour. Interests or other things going on. Recently, after many years, thanks to gene therapy, the Van Haven over the years after the period of coffee mania due to the rise in production and industry. Oh, never mind, I can't read those.
So, what do I have to deal with this week?
At the beginning of the week, next week, you will always receive a report summarising recent events. Your successes or shortcomings will be described here. Your so far total revenue amounted to 7,216 GBP. Let's have a look at production. Let's go have a look at the production. Not management. Production. I think that should be fine. I don't have that in stock, so there's nothing much I can do there. They want 7. Alright, so there's nothing I can do with that. Germans in South America use a strain of coffee with specific features. Go to next week. And so it is that we begin our production.
New week, fresh start.
21,000. Modernisation of production hall has been completed. Thanks to the modernisation, production hall is more efficient and it's possible to produce more orders, 25 units each brand. Warehouse modernisation increased by 15. Valuable information found in the search for information about Joseph Van Haven. He studied at London School of Economics. This information can be used during conversations to gain advantage in negotiation. The business doesn't generate profit since a long time. Not enough to cover all expenses and bring profit. In the long term, the losses can lead to business bankruptcy. Reduce the costs, sign a new contract, which we're about to do. Now, sales. Deliver now. Production. That should be fine.
I think that's all I've got for now.
Right.
Let's see if there are any connections.
I don't have the stock to do that right now. So let's finish up with going... Actually, we'll pick this up next time and go to the meeting with Joseph Van Haven. See what he's got to say for himself. So for now, I've been Detective Yorkie at the Gander's Detective Agency. This has been Coffee Noir. You have been a wonderful audience. And the Chihuahua is off sleeping. I shall see you on. Stay safe. Wake up.